How y'all doing? Welcome to my channel. This is You Too Can Be Great. This is the Real Housewives of Potomac, season 6, episode 17, Reasonable or Shady review. This is by far the funniest episode I think that I have seen in a long time from Potomac. This shit was just so funny. It was low-key ghetto-ish with the argument and the fact that their ass is outside on public property, like in the middle of a park. You know, Gizelle's bed and breakfast is still being, you know, put together. And I'm just sitting there watching this shit and she's trying to throw her own. I think Gizelle took the cheap way out. Because it seems like each person is supposed to, like, you know, fund or plan some gathering. Candace did hers. It was a few days. We had, what's her name? We had the barn scenario. I think when Candace and what's her name, Monique had gotten into a fight. Wendy's gonna be planning the next gathering they're having. Karen done her own part in planning as well. Gizelle took her easy ass way out. She came over here and had these people show up at her house where she ain't gotta pay no money, do nothing, because she knows that this is her role and she's putting all her money through that bed and breakfast. So she's not about to sit up there and plan a whole trip and waste more money. So she's a little sneaky thing. She planned this for a reason and it was just a complete shit show. But it was funny as hell. Now I'm about to start my review. Before I do, I did do a few more reviews, not necessarily on shows. I know I talked about the petty cases that's going on right now, and I want to make it clear that I don't take a stance in either one of those situations. I'm not talking about what happened 30 years ago because that's already been set. What I'm talking about is the current issues now and all the shit that's flying on social media. I like to deal with facts, and so far, it's he said, she said, okay? I'm not knocking anybody's experience or what anybody went through. I just need a court. After reading all the case, because I didn't read the case, I read the lawsuit, I read every damn thing, so I know exactly what's being pressed for. When that's complete and a charge is given and everybody had actually see real concrete evidence, because we don't have concrete evidence, it's just the stories we're hearing, then I'm gonna take an actual stance, because this is not reality TV show I'm watching, and people need to understand that when they watch that review, that this is my take on it, because this is not a joke to me. It's not something I can laugh about. It's based on actual real life. This is just, you know, not comedy, not reality TV, all that stuff. But what I will say is, do not speak on my family when you watch it, because somebody tried that and that was an issue. Now, we get to Gizelle. Gizelle's motel is still under construction, like me had called it, and Grace is still learning how to drive. Gizelle decides that she wants to do a shady party, and she wants to do it outside with all the dirt, all the asbestos possibly outside, possibly the deers that are gonna pop out the forest, because we're in the middle of nowhere in the damn jungle. This entire thing is just a hot mess. Gizelle, you're cheap, okay? That's all I'm gonna say, is you're cheap. But they're doing this, and while she's planning in her mind, she calls Robin, and she tells Robin that she's wanting to, you know, she got the party planning going, she got the decorators going, but she's unsure about inviting Wendy, even though she's, you know, she said her and Karen can take baby steps because they squashed things last episode. But she said with Wendy, she's still a little bit iffy. And with Wendy, she's iffy because Wendy is not falling for her gaslighting bullshit. Because Gizelle and Robin, later on this episode, when I'm talking about it, they tried to gaslight the fuck out of Wendy, and Wendy is too intelligent for that damn bullshit. Or at least Robin is hoping that Wendy would start kissing her ass and say, oh, you didn't mean harm when you talked about my husband in that blog that you know ain't true. You didn't mean harm when you brought it on the show, when you had my phone number, you can call me. You didn't mean harm when you went to the loudest person in the group, Ashley, and ran your mouth and tried to make it seem like me getting plastic surgery and shit was because my husband was having a fake affair. When you yourself knew that shit wasn't true, you still brought it on the show to keep it going because somebody in the producer section paid your ass to come up here and keep yourself on the show by causing drama, and you used me as a tool to make this story. Bitch, you didn't mean any harm. It wasn't shady at all. So let's be friends. That is what Robin and Gizelle want Wendy to do so bad. But Wendy's like, y'all got me fucked up. I don't need your friendship that bad. So she said that she's not sure, you know, she's still iffy about Wendy. And I'm just like, bitch, you started that shit. So Wendy, you need to not be iffy about nobody. You need to be apologetic and to stick to that MO. Don't try to change and make it seem like your ass is the damn victim. Then we get to Karen's house, and she lets us know that she has her home essential kit. And she also talks about her competitive candles that she has with Wendy. Because Wendy also has a candle business that she's trying to start. Meanwhile, it seems like Karen already hit the end of it. The irony of the whole thing is whenever Wendy's in front of Karen, Karen is picking her damn brain, asking her questions about her business and how far along it's going. Karen, are you being sneaky? Because in the commentary, Karen says, you know what? I'm not even competing with her. We're in the same business. My candle has 3 wick and her candle has only 1 wick. So we'll see what happens. But when you're asking Wendy how far along her business is going, because y'all both reside in Potomac, it seems like you're picking her brain, but you haven't gone full on and let Wendy know what your circumstances are and how far you done gone in your business. So Karen, I don't know if Wendy watches this in the reunion, if she's gonna think your ass is being shady, but it's coming off that way low key. What y'all think about it? Let me know. Then she goes outside, and after she's done telling us about her candle, and all of a sudden Ray gets a pic and a text message from somebody talking about good morning, handsome. And Karen decides to throw a fit, talking about, give me the phone, call the person back. She called the person back, trying to leave a message. And I said, Karen, nobody on this earth, nobody's wishing death on Ray. I'm not going to try that because I know that that's a sensitive topic for you. But nobody but you wants Ray. We don't want Ray. There ain't nobody that thinks Ray is sexy. Ain't nobody thinks Ray is fine. Ain't nobody trying to hop on Ray nothing, okay? Ray is yours forever. You ain't got to worry about nobody DMing him. So I don't know why you did that. Calm down, Karen. Then we have Candace's house. We get to that part, that little segment, and we get to meet her again, two-faced Mama Dorothy, who we have since learned is also a liar in this episode. And I'm going to explain why she's a liar in addition to her two-facedness and her messiness. Candace decides to before she gets pissed off, because y'all remember that last episode, Wendy told her that Mia was asking questions like, is Chris on your payroll? And basically talking shit about the parking lot. And basically, it wasn't just Mia though. It was Giselle that went up in Miss Dorothy's face talking about, I told Candace that it seems like Chris is riding her coattails. Shady as hell. Then it was Robin that was going up to Dorothy asking her, is he even getting paid? What's the situation? Are you still paying for their house? All of them were being extra messy to sit up here, and Dorothy was soaking it all up, and she didn't have a drop of alcohol in her system. She was doing it clear-headed and clear-minded. But now that Candace is sitting up here addressing her face, she's gonna say, I don't remember. Did you have amnesia, Dorothy? I know you're not that old yet to be having little, amnesia moments. But to sit up here in front of your daughter and say, well, I don't remember, I don't think she was saying it maliciously. I say, bitch, I don't want to call nobody's mama bitch, but this show is recorded. When you are looking at your daughter in their face and bull-face lying to them, I mean, come on. Do you think Candace is not going to watch that episode to hear exactly what your ass was doing, Miss Dorothy? I don't know if you just trying to get up on the show and get you a check. But if that's the case, you didn't put your daughter's business out there, number one, and you used her to get yourself a moment. So Dorothy, man, I'm looking at your ass side eye. I mean, I'm not all for being disrespectful to somebody's mama, but Dorothy's the type of mama that you need to cuss out. But have somebody else do it, Candace. You don't cuss out your mama. Pick somebody else to cuss your mama out for you. Because Candace is like, I'm ready to give her a ticket and tell her to get up out my house. But as this conversation is happening and mama's lying and blaming everything on Mia and saying Mia did this and Mia did that, she is not even involving the part that she played in trying to perpetuate. Hell, she was the one that started the conversation in the first fucking place. But then Chris shows up and he gets all the tea from Candace. And Chris says, listen, Mia's mom says, it's the fact that you're a manager. If you were just saying that you're a husband and you're being supportive, I think that would help people to stop talking. Chris is my image. What the fuck do I care what people say about what's going on in my marriage? I don't give a damn what you think. I don't give a damn what they think. You shouldn't question me about a marriage that doesn't concern you and what the fuck is going on with me and mine. So for Dorothy to say that, well, people won't say nothing, I don't give a damn what people are saying. They don't pay my bills. And Chris said, all I know is I don't need a contract with her, because freaking Candace is like, well, should I pay him? And Chris is like, no, what gets me to this position is my marriage certificate and our prenuptial agreement, and it's in play. As soon as he said prenuptial agreement, I was like, how the hell are Giselle and everybody walking around telling people that Chris is riding Candace's coattail when they have a prenuptial agreement in place, so he's not taking advantage of her or anything? Like, what are you talking about? And I was just like, you know what? Dorothy, to me, comes off as one of those jealous moms, like Scrappy Mama from Love and Hip Hop, that you don't have anything in your life to focus on. You got a man. You don't have anybody to keep your energy or keep your time. So you invest so much in your energy in your own daughters or your own son that you're involving yourself too much in a relationship that don't concern you. Stay your ass at home if that's how you're going to behave. Then we have the next scene with Mia, her husband, and her kids. They go out for ice cream and they're going to meet up with their grandma. And part of Mia's storyline is letting us know the dynamic and I guess the story between her and her mom and their past and shit like that. However, in this particular scene, Mia had her children, who were young children, in there in this conversation, listening to all the shit she was saying to her mama about her mama not paying her attention and only focusing on her other kids. I'm all for Mia addressing her dilemma or her internal issues that she's had with her mom her whole life and her not being there. I do not think it's the best choice as a parent to have your children listen to that. If they're supposed to eventually have a good relationship with their grandmother, you'd want them to have a good opinion, a good image about her. So you don't want them to think that grandma is only showing up occasionally and focusing on other grandkids, but ignoring this one. I mean, I'm all for Mia trying to check her mom and make it too much. But I was like, this is team too much, Mia. I'm sorry, you went too far. But we get to Wendy, Karen, and Escala meeting up. And Escala and Wendy let Karen know what her friend has been saying at the video shoot about Candace and how Mia's mouth was going. And Karen goes, I don't think Mia means it in a bad way. Mia just says something, you know, she's very blunt, but if it was me, I wouldn't do it. Well, Karen, if it was you and you wouldn't do it, then you should know that what Mia was doing is incorrect. I don't think that you can give your friend the excuse that because the friend has a very outgoing personality, very vocal, very straightforward, that gives them a right to go and be rude and be disrespectful. Mia was invited to Candace's video shoot as a guest. If anything, she, you know, as much as she does plastic surgery on her face with her handsome ass, she was invited there to be supportive, to be there and to enjoy herself. She was not invited there to critique the situation. That's not your business. You got your own chiropractic business. Critique your damn employees. Candace is not on your motherfucking payroll, so you don't give a you're not the one doing the video shoot. You didn't put any money in this. You just drove your ass up there and showed up. Mind your fucking business. And you damn sure don't go to my mama and start asking questions about my husband. Are you crazy? Then they get an invite for the reasonably shady gathering that Giselle is planning called Friends and Haters. And of course, that shit is shady in itself because we know that Giselle already expressed that she didn't have an issue with Karen, and she also has an issue with Wendy, right? For the shit that she started with Wendy. And she's now saying haters because she wants to put them in that category until she feels like they're gonna kiss her ass. So of course, Wendy's like, this shit is already negative. If your ass want me to be there to support you, why the hell would you send me an invite that has haters in it? You should have just said friends come to a reasonably shady event and call it a day. You did that shit on purpose. I caught that too. Then we get to Giselle's house. Her bed and breakfast is still being remodeled for the guests to show up. And Robin comes to help her along with her beautiful kids. I will say Giselle has some cute kids. And it's good to see them supporting their mom and being there for her. Because, you know, ain't no man going to be there for her. And she don't want to buy no cats. So it's good that her kids are out there having their mom's back. And making sure that they're helping her set this up. And they look adorable. They're growing into their own. Grace is beautiful. And the rest of her daughters are gorgeous too. So we get to the reasonably shady party. People start showing up. Karen said what I was thinking. Y'all in the parking lot, parked up somewhere in the cut, having to go through the woods, having to go to this damn jigsaw puzzle just to find where we're supposed to be. The wind is blowing shit every which way. The stuff that she spent forever setting up isn't sitting right. She got her boots on. I mean, her clothes look nice and everything, but this is ghetto for somebody that's sitting up here in Potomac where they're supposed to be all lavish and luxurious and shit. This is just a mess. That's what it is. But we get there and you see construction workers in the corner. I said, well, are they going to be part of the party too? You can see the truck, the little white truck that looks like it's digging in the mud, running over some. I said, Giselle, did you want to save on expenses so bad that you didn't put your guests and your friends through this bullshit? Giselle is a whole mood. I mean, it's the whole mood for this because it's a track. But Wendy comes with a drink. Respectfully, gives Giselle a drink when she shows up because she was invited to this outdoor dusty ass mess. And of course, Giselle's like, you know, she was a little bit standoffish, but you called her a fucking hater on the invite before you came there. And don't nobody tell me, oh, it's Wendy's fault for assuming that she was the one that was the hater. No, Giselle meant Wendy and Karen when she put haters on there. We're not going to act delusional. We know what it is. Then Karen pulls up. Pulls Mia to the side and lets Mia know that Wendy already told Candace what she was doing running her mouth. And Mia tried to act like it was something small. But Karen made it quick. If it was me, I wouldn't do it. Karen, tell your friend that she was wrong. Don't sit up there and try to dance around the issue. Mia needs to be put in her place at times. As entertaining as she is on the show, Mia needs to be checked because she's gone too far. So somebody need to check her. And Candace checked her ass at the end of this episode. The paddles come in. Because now we got Ashley there, we got Robin there, we have Wendy there, we got Karen there, we got Giselle there. Candace has not yet made the cut. She hasn't shown up with her beautiful ass white fur heels. So they're over there and they're about to start the shady mess. They got the paddles. The rules are, if I ask the question you think is shady, put the shady block up, or the paddle up. If you think it's reasonable, put that one up. So everybody said, okay, cool, let's play. Giselle's messy ass directed every question to certain people in the group she had an issue with. One question was directed at Karen. Another question was directed at Wendy. Then you got another question that was directed at, that was bringing up the situation with Mia, but because she's building a friendship with Mia as well, she tried to put it off as if Mia didn't do anything wrong. Giselle, I see right through you, bitch. Because if Mia did that shit to you with your own shoe, you would be pissed off too. Let's just be real. But the first question she asked is it reasonable to hold grudges? And that question was directed at Karen. Karen said, hell yes, it is. Because every time I let go of a grudge, Giselle finds a newfound creative way to get on my damn nerves. So yes, it's cool to hold grudges because your ass will never stop creating moments for me to keep holding grudges too. So the next question is, Candace, by this point, Candace is showing up late, tiptoeing through all the dirt and the pavement to get to where her destination is. But they're asking the question, is it reasonable or shady to talk about your friend when they're not around? And freaking Giselle brings up the Eddie situation, right? And makes it look like her talking shit about one of her friend's husband in regards to infidelity when they have a whole family together and you know damn well that blog is false. She breezes right over that like that was reasonable because the intent wasn't bad. I said, bitch, you were just as gaslighting. You really tried it, Giselle. You tried it. Then she does that really quick and then jumps to, but when you went to Candace during her video shoot and told her that Mia was talking shit, that was shady because it was a time and place. There was no time and place for you to bring up my husband's name in your mouth. It doesn't matter what it was. You, who talk shit about everybody's family but don't want anybody to talk about yours, has no right sitting up in my face and telling me what is appropriate for me to do for a friend. Because I went to my friend, tell her what's going on, hoping that she would check this shit before the mama keeps running her mouth, because mama was answering all the questions Mia was asking, being her nosy ass. And as she's trying to check that situation, Candace comes walking up. And the Candace decides to jump right in. Candace is my spirit animal this season. I like Candace a lot this season. I think that she's doing a great job getting me to like her because last season she was pissing me all the way off. But this season, Candace got me because I'm sitting up there listening to her. The moment she showed up and they brought this question to her because they wanted to catch her up, Candace says, I do not see anything wrong with what Wendy did. She was behaving like a friend when she came and told me the truth. And that's right, girl. You better tell the truth and shame the devil. Wendy was definitely telling you what's up because they were all trying you, girl. At your damn video shoot that you invited them to because you were young, they're playing it like you dumb and you were not able to smell a stunt or smell little messiness in my own damn video shoot. But Candace didn't stop there. Candace decided that she wanted to direct her whole attention to Mia. But before this happened, Robin gives her little pathetic 2 cents in and starts acting like what they were doing in the video shoot was light. Robin, you were asking Dorothy about the payroll that Chris was on and also asked Dorothy if she was still paying for their house. When your ass got several money issues that you found yourself in, that what's her name? Candace wasn't didn't put her 2 cents in the situation. So Robin, you're full of shit. You and Giselle are really that dumb. You're sitting up here being wicked to somebody that's younger than you because Candace is younger than them. And they're trying to play her for a motherfucking fool. That's what that is. Then, as this is happening, Candace stands her ground and doubles down. I have no issues with what Wendy did. Wendy was right. What she was doing was a friendly thing. My issue was with Mia and her fucked up ass mouth, right? And she turns around and she tries to defend herself. Then Mia decides to defend her behavior by saying, you invited me there and I was expecting something better, but I showed up to a low budget thing. Candace said, your mama's low budget. And I hollered when she said that. Giselle was like, oh my God, that's below the belt. You don't talk about someone's mama when you know all the things that Mia's been going through with her mom. Bitch, I don't care. I don't care. This is the problem with people. You do something disrespectful to somebody, and then you sit up there and tell me, well, you shouldn't cross this line, but you know, it's okay. You should keep it this way. She was like, well, Candace, you can talk about Mia's feet. You can talk about Mia's face, her forehead, but you just can't talk about her mama because XYZ, bitch, no. Mia opened the mama door when she marched her handsome, happy ass up to my mama and was asking questions about my family. She made her family fair game. And Candace, girl, if you're going to read her for filth, you better get her in the gut punch that ass where she'll feel it, because Mia needs to be checked and she needs to be knocked down a peg. So Giselle, sit your ass up in the corner and shut up and keep fixing your situation with Wendy, because you need to take responsibility for what you did. Then Ashley, who wasn't even there, decides to pop her 2 cents in because, of course, it's Candace talking. Ashley and Candace don't like each other. I've said it 1,000 times. When Ashley says something, Candace is triggered. When Candace says something, Ashley's triggered. So Ashley decides to put her 2 cents in again to an incident she was not privy to, because she was at home breastfeeding and pumping and doing everything she could to keep Michael satisfied, so his ass don't go out and cheat on her ass again. So she decides to open her mouth, and Candace said, were you there? And Ashley kept going, you weren't there, so hush up, Ashley. Be quiet and sit there and worry about something else and just listen to the tea. Then Giselle decides to throw Karen on the bus and say, well, Karen was asking this. I'm like, bitch, Giselle, what about you? What did you say to her mama before you left? Giselle is the queen of deflect. If she can find any way to put the heat off of her and get it on somebody else and just sit there and sip tea while people are going at it, that's what she's going to do. Giselle acts like a snake, and she's doing this because she wants to keep these coins on the show going on Bravo, because that's the only money she's getting, because her business then had hit the COVID pandemic, is not making no money, and she needs these coins to help fix this bed and breakfast in this little motel that she's building. So she's going to cause drama, and if she has to throw everybody she don't like under the bus, whether it's Wendy or Karen, that's what she gonna do. So Candace decides to go off in there on Mia and check her ass, let her know not to play with her. And she ends up saying, if you gonna come there with this shitty ass attitude, bitch, don't come. And Mia was looking at her like this, and I said, yes, Candace, get her. Then we had the next question. Can you call your friend drunk and tell them that you don't like her? And again, this question is directed at Karen, because Karen drunk calls people and runs her mouth and tells them how she really feel. I don't really think it's shady, girl. You better go ahead and drunk out them and tell them what it is. Then we have question 4. Is it reasonable or shady to be concerned? That is bullshit. To be concerned about your friend's appearance, about cheating rumors, about when cheating rumors about their husband emerges. That's what Robin says. I said, bitch, y'all got her fucked up. You're sitting here saying that a blog that lied on my husband, saying he cheated, which means it didn't happen, is the reason why I went and did all this surgery for myself to get my body right the way I want to, my titties pushed back up after all the kids that I had, my ass because I didn't have an ass. All that, and my nose straightened because that's what I want to do and I have the money to do it. That I did that because my husband allegedly cheated, when we all know the blog is not true. And you trying to say that you were asking me all those questions out of concern? Bitch, you lying. Stop playing, Robin. You got hurt. Robin, shut up. You sound stupid. Then this question, like I said, is directed at Wendy. And of course, Candace is my spirit animal. She said, I bow out because I'm sick of talking about Wendy and Eddie's breasticles. Candace's puns or her wittiness, her metaphors are hilarious as hell. She don't want to talk about Eddie and Wendy's breasticles. She is smart enough to get herself out of this situation because she's tired of hearing about it. Stop bringing that shit up. And then she said, leave Wendy the fuck alone. And y'all need to leave her ass alone because y'all are bullying her. The blue-eyed bandits are officially bullying Wendy because Wendy isn't kissing all their ass cheeks or licking them like Ashley and Robin are doing, licking Giselle's butthole. Then we got Giselle and Robin saying that it's reasonable for them to do that. And Wendy says it will be reasonable if the same blog didn't say that your ass had an STD. I said, who had an STD? That blog, when it said, that's the same blog that probably put Giselle out there saying she got an STD. I would have assumed that one was more accurate than Eddie cheating. Why? Because Giselle was dating Jamal's free-spirited, loose penis for the entire world ass. So I would have thought, hey, you know, it makes sense, because if you're fucking Jamal, the pastor, you know, who wants to fuck everybody in his congregation, then I would think, okay, well, the STD thing could be true. It don't mean that it's HIV or anything crazy, but STDs are coming in various forms, girl. So I mean, hell, I would have believed that more easily than Eddie cheating on Wendy, because he didn't give me any clues that he's a man that's a cheating infidel. But Wendy said it out loud, and I was rolling when she said that, because that was a great dig, girl. Get ass. Then we had Robin say that Wendy's being an asshole because she's talking over people. Robin is doing that light skin, dark skin thing. I did not see anything with Wendy's behavior that was inappropriate, ghetto, over the top. Wendy stayed in her seat. She was articulating herself very clearly. She was speaking calmly, but she was speaking directly and firmly, to where Robin must have felt herself was small, because this little gaslighting thing they tried to do to her backfired. So now she's basically deflecting. You're being an asshole right now because you're over talking people and you're getting all loud. Bitch, you just sat up here after I just read your ass for filth not too many episodes ago and told you that you and your relationship that nobody can believe is sitting up here spreading lies when your ass could have picked up the phone and called me and talk to me about it if you really were my friend. You brought this on the national television. Now you want to sit up here and think I'm gonna talk to you nicely? Bitch, bye. Then Giselle adds her input and tries to kick her and tries to be like, you know what, you're not going to come here and disrespect me and my property. Get out. And Karen goes on the confession to talk about Giselle is the most delusional person that I've ever seen, because she thinks that this is her property. We are on public property. We had to park in the street. We're not even in your house. The doors ain't even does not existing. We don't even know which part is your house, because you got this one attached to this one. This one looks like a motel. This one looks like a bed and breakfast, and this one ain't got no damn door. Is that the hallway? We're in the dirt. We are not on your property. You can't get nobody off of public property. We can stand wherever the hell we want. And I was like, damn, all the shade that Karen was throwing on the confessionals towards Giselle in her home was cracking me up. And then we have Askella now jump in, which Askella, I like her because at first I thought she was going to kiss Giselle and Robin's ass because she was brought in as Robin's friend. But Askella said no. What y'all asked her was disrespectful. So when Wendy opens her mouth and addresses the disrespect with equal disrespect, you're not going to gang up on her and make it seem like what she's doing and what she's saying is out of pocket, because she has every right to feel the way that she has to feel right now, because y'all are trying her and you keep trying her and bringing this shit up and trying to find multiple ways to make it seem like y'all were the victims. You are not the victims, bitch. Apologize. Take the L and call it a fucking day. Askella, I like you, girl. Then we had Mia butted in talking about, is she the mediator? Askella decides to gather me. I said, Mia, Candace already read your ass to filth. You and your family. Why are you trying to get it from Askella too? Because Askella turned to her and said, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Giselle with your hoe ass. Shut your ass up. And Mia goes, only people who are, what'd she say? She said something about only people who are maybe low budget or low this or whatever use the word hoe. And Candace gets up and starts talking to her again. I said, Mia, you just keep putting your foot in your mouth. As big as that foot is, it might not fit, but you just keep putting your foot in your mouth because you're trying to have a moment. Ashley was smart in this one. She sat her ass up there and stayed quiet and was just worried about her breast not leaking while they're having this tea that she's absorbing and going to go home and tell her Michael about. So they're sitting up there and Karen decides that she's going to tell everybody that she got vaccinated for this and she's not about to hear this. And I said, vaccinated or vaccinated, bitch? What is it? Karen is cracking me up. I like her, this version of her. And as that's happening, Karen now tosses out to everybody when the mess is happening. Wendy, who you going to invite to your couples thing? Karen's timing is superb. Karen's timing is superb. Okay, I like Karen and her reads. She does it very subtly and like you can tell she's intelligent. That shit is funny because in the midst of this hot mess, everything's moving in slow motion. Candace is shady, you know, in her singing voice, and we see it play in slow motion. I'm hollering like on the point of tears, and Karen now tosses out Wendy, let's go on a couples trip. And Wendy's like, why? Why y'all want to sit up here and talk? She said, you know what? Why y'all want to sit up here and talk about people's men? Let's talk about this couples trip. She goes, okay. Karen, you can bring your husband. Mia, you can bring your husband. Candace, you can bring your husband. She gets to Robin and she's like, Giselle, you can bring your suitcase, your luggage. And Robin's salty ass goes, you know what? there she goes talking about me and my relationship again. And you know what? If Wendy's trying to make me think that she doesn't like me and we're not friends, Robin, you just spent the entire 10 minutes going after her for some shit that Giselle did that she was at fault. And y'all are sitting here gaslighting her and bullying her, making her think that she's doing something wrong. And after you called her and tell her she's being an asshole, you're talking down to her, pulling the race card, saying that she's over talking people and she's being too loud as if she's some ghetto person that can't articulate herself well. And you now sit up here wanting her to what? Respect you, bitch? Girl, bye. No. That's not how life works. That's not how real life works. If you insult me, you need to be prepared to get it back. I don't know what Robin thinks she's dealing with Wendy, but Wendy is not a pushover. And you can't walk all over her. You can't just do stupid shit that you're doing now. It's not going to happen. So, of course, she's going to check you and get you where gather you. So she said, you know what? You can bring... Who's next? Giselle, just go ahead and pack up your luggage because you ain't got no man. Then after this happened, everybody decides to go home, and Karen can't get up out the little public property as quickly as possible. So she needs to go and find Candace, who's now getting a tour of the motel / bread and breakfast / the connection to the butler's wing or whatever the hell she want to call it. The house, because Candace is like, you invited me to your house and you want to show me the tour, but bitch, you're gonna be touring all the dirt, because as they're trying to walk through it, Ascala's like, no, I'm in heels. This is dangerous. This is a loss waiting to happen. This is that type of slip and fall thing. My neck, my back, my neck and my back type situation. I'm not finna risk this, girl. When you have a real driveway, a real walk, and you didn't have this thing cleared out, I will come and check out your house. But brave Candace decided to trek on, climb through that mountain, scorch all the fire, get through Giselle's imaginary front door, and she saw everything as far as, you know, the windows that Giselle changes to showcase her breasts when she gets dressed, because Candace is like, people can see you through this window. And as that's happening, they find out that Candace needs to move her car. Candace, bless her heart, as kind as she is, trusts her car, as expensive as it is, with Grace. Grace, who we know cannot drive worth a damn, because she was running over fucking cones. So Candace gives her keys and said, hopefully Grace can do. Grace says, I can do this, because Grace wants to try. She now goes, asks Robin to be in the car for support, and she goes, tries to move Candace's car. Now, as she's moving Candace's car, she's like, is the key on? Is the car on? She's moving, and she ends up running over a rock. Was it a rock? There's some scratches she got on Candace's tire. And I'm like, oh, this is what I mean by Giselle being shady. She knows her daughter can't drive. Why would you set Candace's car up for that? Why? Because you don't want your daughter to feel bad, so Candace's car will have to suffer because you don't want your daughter to feel bad? You know damn well your daughter can't drive. You could have made another suggestion. But she went and she pulled the car out. Karen left. Everybody's leaving. And then Grace brings the car back. Candace comes out, and of course she notices the crash on her tire. She calls Giselle to come out and figure out what the hell she's gonna do about the scratch. This episode had me rolling from start to finish. It was just everything that happened. Potomac was funny. Potomac is giving it this season, so I laughed the entire time. I hope y'all did. But let me know what y'all think below as to how you feel about it. I'm gonna watch Salt Lake City, and if I, and Love After Lockup, and if I feel like it, I'm gonna do reviews for them. But I'm already feeling low-key tired because of this baby, so I hope that I'm able to have the energy to do it. You guys have a good rest of your wonderful day, okay? And I hope everything works out, whatever endeavors you're pursuing in life. But go ahead and let me know what you think about this, and have a good day. Bye.